Hey everybody, James Yeager with Tactical Response. Thanks for watching. Back out here in the range. Sunny day, springtime Tennessee. I love it. If you got allergies, you wouldn't love it. My trusty Bushnell E-Lite spotting scope. I've had this thing for I think about 4 years or 5 years now. It's been in a bunch of videos, but just kind of a long-term report on that thing. It's just doing great, just wonderful. And so this is the Savage MSR-15 that I got several years ago, and we just it's got the Black Hawk furniture on it and stuff. We just been this is my loaner gun in classes, and because it's a loaner gun, it means it's also my testing gun. So you've seen several sights and things on here, and so we have this Meprolight sight on here, and I'll take you now back to the shop and get the spec sheet out so I can answer all the spec questions for you as soon as I, hopefully before you ask them. Let's go do that now. All right, the Meprolight Foresight. My friend Cal over at Optics Planet sent me this thing, and it's got the cover that it comes with that'll probably never be on it, lens cloth, USB cable, and a pretty fancy wrench, like that could go in the toolbox. And I think I had some directions somewhere, but I can't remember. And so this thing, of course, it's on the rifle in my truck, but the Foresight. So innovative optical sight providing essential tactical data projected on a transparent optical lens. Now, other people have had projections on lenses and stuff like that. This one is a little different, a little bit more technologically advanced. Number one, on the left side of the screen, there's a tilt indicator with a scale that shows you what not tilt is. Now, that might not seem important, but if you're shooting a long shot, you do want that, because if you do this, the round goes ooh, like that. So you want it nice and straight up and down, stuff like that. It also has a directional indicator, like 0 degrees all the way around. It runs like a odometer all the way around, 180 degrees all the way around, you know, the numbers running, so you can stop at 41 degrees or whatever case may be. It's pretty crazy, and I guess it tells us what where is north. So a digital compass, active leveler, like I just told you, built-in light sensor for automatic brightness adjustment. I haven't really tried light to dark with it, but I do notice that in super bright light, sunlight, like I'm shooting in the video here, that I don't think it gets quite bright enough. I mean, it's fine, it worked, but I would like it a little brighter. 5 reticles, so it's got from a plain dot to very complicated reticles and stuff like that, so something for everybody in there. You can upload additional reticles using the Meprolight app, mobile app connection, Android and Apple software updates. You know, you can update it using that. Bluetooth interface. I haven't used the Bluetooth interface, and then it comes that cable it comes with. This battery does not require This sight does not require batteries. It is USB rechargeable, USB-C rechargeable, which is the best of the USBs. And so that's it. It's the Meprolight Foresight. Let's get out the range, get this thing zeroed, and see how it shoots. So now we're out here at the range with it, and it's actually pretty crazy. I got, you know, my little Kaminga compass on my watch, and it's you know, it's not exactly perfect probably, but it's kind of giving me a north of that way, and I can spin the rifle like all the way around, and typically when I get right back in here, it's on 0 degrees again. So I wouldn't, you know, it's a little bit off. I don't know. Again, this is just a little bitty tiny little compass that I wouldn't you know, to hold to an exact degree. So anyways, it's pretty neat checking that out. And then of course the tilt and all that stuff, it's pretty crazy. And the different reticles and all that stuff's pretty Pretty crazy, pretty crazy. So I'm gonna shoot with the XX reticle. It's got a little X and a big X and a circle. But I'm gonna shoot at this Optics Planet target. It's a pretty crazy sight, So what I did was I put it, I bore sighted it with the iron sights. And so let's just shoot it now on paper. It's a weird sight. I mean, you can make it just be a dot, of course. It's got the different ones, but just get it in here and see what happens. It's actually pretty cool. The X inside the ring is about the exact same size as the green bullseye I'm shooting at, so I can just, instead of trying to worry about putting it in the middle, I just make sure that the X stays inside the bullseye. So I don't have a bag or anything with me, which I should have for doing a zero, but I wanted more to shoot the sight than anything else. So let me go check that target and I'll be right back. Well, I said that I would go check the target, but I remembered I had my spotting glass here. Oh, okay, we're not far off. Looks like we are an inch. I got two of them that are touching and one about a ½ inch away, which is not good, but for not using the rest, what can I expect? And so 1.5 inches right and about a ½ inch up. So the cool thing about this is you don't need to have tools to zero it. Just got to get in the menu. Whoops. Okay, zeroing. I forgot for a second how to get to it. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right, and 1, 2, 3, 4 up. So you just use the pad on the front and go to the zeroing, and then the reticle's still up there. So I should have just put this on to begin with. The reticle's still up there, so I don't have to change. I can stay on this screen and shoot it. Yeah, but now the reticle's real dark, or dim rather. And then I click save. Shit. I didn't save my settings. I'll go back and set it again. Okay. Save. Yes. Exit. It's kind of funky, but after you got used to it, it'd be great. Wow. Okay, I shot a much better group. I went too far to the right, but my elevation is good. this is pretty damn neat. This is pretty neat. It's pretty damn neat for sure. So I'm going to come left to and I'm going to go down 1. This is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Science fiction shit for sure. Let me scroll through these different reticles. This bright light is bright sun. It's tough to see, but there's some of them that are thicker than others. I'm gonna go back to the reticle I was using just to make sure I'm aiming in the same spot. Just trying to make sure I got it as bright as that'll go. Pretty crazy. It's moving where I move it. I didn't shoot a good group that time, but it's moving where I move it. For show. They are. Well, we'll go look at it. I'll show you. Okay, these are the first 3 I fired, and they went right there. This is the second 3 I fired. And the sun is getting brighter, so it's harder to see the reticle. Excuse, whatever. And then I went back 2 and down 1 because I wanted an inch low at 25. That's a 50-yard zero. And then I shot this one, and this one. And so not a good group at all. That's an inch and whatever, an inch and a quarter. That's not a good group at all, especially for 25, especially shooting off a rest. But I'm not going to move the sights anymore. I'm going to leave them right there and go from there. So again, if you come to a fighting rifle class and you need a spare AR-15, this is one, if yours goes down, that will loan you a bunch of rounds through this thing, a bunch of different shooters, a bunch of different ammos, a bunch of different mags. It just works. It just works really well. And I'm excited to get some mileage on this Meprolight sight, see how it actually works out. Again, big thanks to Cal over there at Optics Planet. They keep me supplied in these targets I like so much with the 1-inch squares on them, so it helps me make my adjustments. But send me this Meprolight out. He knows I'm a guinea pig for stuff. Actually, he knows my students are guinea pigs. So if you come out to fighting rifle and your rifle goes down, you might wind up with this thing. It looks like a heads-up display for for a modern jet, but it's pretty neat. And I will report back as it goes. But as always, remember, your responsibility to be ready for the fight never ends.